Landslides triggered by torrential rain in Nepal have killed at least 12 people and left 21 missing. Rescuers and volunteers worked on muddy hillsides to search for victims and recover remains of the dead. Nepal's government says a massive landslide swept away homes, killing 10 in this village 60 miles east of Kathmandu. Officials say at least 111 people remain missing and 160 have been injured. Landslides commonly occur in mountainous regions of Nepal during the annual monsoon rains. For the first time, the Taliban and delegates appointed by the Afghan government are meeting in Qatar for peace talks aimed at ending decades of war. NBC's Matt Bradley reports.
Well, this is a historic day for Afghanistan. More than 100,000 people have died in nearly 20 years of fighting. Because remember, these talks fall just on the anniversary, the 19th anniversary of the September 11th attacks in the United States. That's what started all of this with the U.S. invasion several months later. These talks, they're not between the U.S. and the Taliban, they're between the U.S.-backed Afghan government and the Taliban. The U.S. signed its own deal with the Taliban back in February, and that deal will see the U.S. eventually withdraw all of its troops from Afghanistan.
Today is truly a momentous occasion. Afghans have at long last chosen to sit together and chart a new course for your country. Our hope is that you will reach a sustainable peace, and our goal is an enduring partnership with Afghanistan.
But it's unclear exactly where they're going to go. The Taliban has made two major demands. They want some kind of power-sharing agreement, and they want the full withdrawal of U.S. troops. The latter demand seems to be already fulfilled if the U.S. keeps its word to withdraw all of its troops. Getting a power-sharing deal, that could mean that this will drag on for months and months. So we're really talking about long and very, very difficult negotiations. There's no love lost between these two sides. The Afghan government and the Taliban, they really hate each other, and they have the bodies and the damage and this long, long war to show exactly why this negotiation is going to be so fraught. Matt Bradley, NBC News.
Tens of thousands of demonstrators took to the streets of the Belarus capital today to continue calls for the resignation of President Alexander Lukashenko. Demonstrators waving the old national flag and dressed in white and red marched for the 36th consecutive day of large anti-government protest. Lukashenko extended his 26-year rule last month in a vote the opposition saw as rigged. Supporters of the government were expected to take part in a separate rally today. German authorities are probing a COVID-19 spike in a resort town in the Alps that may be traced to an American visitor. A government spokesperson says the American woman was asked to go into quarantine after exhibiting coronavirus symptoms when she tested last Tuesday, but she ignored the request and contacted at least 30 people she may have infected. Investigators are tracking her movements around the town to confirm if she was the source of the outbreak. Operating hours for local bars have been limited and social distancing rules tightened in response to the virus outbreak.
Oh, this lady is not very popular at the moment. Well, we're listening to rumors. We don't really know the truth of the story, but if she knew she was ill, a lot more people would be quite angry with her for not having the responsibility to stay at home.
A strong healthcare system and widespread testing has helped Germany record fewer fatalities linked to COVID-19 than many other European countries. Well, Jesse's back with your final look at weather right after the break. Stay with us.